Hey, good evening, everybody. Coming in from the live stream. We are just getting things finalized here. Coming to you from Edina High School. We've got a triangular between the Edina Hornets, who are hosting Minneapolis Washburn and Richfield. We're going to get started here in a little bit. We will have Edina and Washburn wrestling first, followed by Richfield and Washburn, and then Edina will face off against Richfield to wrap up the night. It is senior night here for the Hornets. We'll be recognizing our seniors in between the duels and sharing a few words about them. We are going to be pulling double duty here from this broadcast table, trying to get some announcements made in the gym, as well as calling this live stream. So you may hear some announcements happening in the gym as well. Stay tuned and we'll get started here. We'll have the national anthem in a few minutes and we'll get wrestling. So I shouldn't swear. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Triangular. We have Edina hosting the Minneapolis Washburn Millers and the Richfield Spartans tonight. We're going to get our night started with Edina and Washburn, followed by Washburn and Richfield, and then Edina and Richfield. Tonight is senior night for the Edina Hornets. We'll be recognizing our seniors in between the duels. But first, can you please stand and rise for the national anthem?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if I can do it. See how I do.
Henry Sibley ended up losing 45-36, and they beat Minneapolis Roosevelt 66-9. We're going to get the night started here at 106 pounds. We're going to have the varsity teams and varsity duel come out first, and then we'll follow that. We're just going with one mat here tonight. And then we're going to have some JV matches after that.
Go into the match and then say continue, and then there'll be a chance to do it there.
Oh, do they have a format, right?
Result.
Oh, yeah, result. There's no end. Yeah. Okay. And they don't have a guy, right?
I don't think so.
We're open at 106. Okay.
And coming out at 106 pounds for the Edina Hornets, taking a forfeit, Troy Dora.
We're open at 113.
Open at 113. Double forfeit?
We have a double forfeit at 113 pounds.
120 with Lincoln Gentry.
Sorry, guys. And Dominic Morton. The double forfeit's a problem. If I do resolve on a double forfeit, you can't select a win here, and then unless there's a double forfeit. Oh, double forfeit. I got it. Never mind. Sorry. All right, 120.
120 is Lincoln Gentry.
Yep. And then Dominic Morton. Got it. All right.
And at 120 pounds for Minneapolis Washburn, Dominic Morton going up against Edina's Lincoln Gentry.
You ready? I just switched colors though.
All right, folks, we're getting our first wrestling action here at 120 pounds. We've got 8th grader Lincoln Gentry for Edina taking on 8th grader Dominic Morton for Washburn. Lincoln in on a shot off the mat, still neutral. We had a forfeit at 106 pounds. Troy Doroff from Edina taking the forfeit for Edina, a double forfeit for each team at 113. Gentry with a nice snap down, gets in on a leg. Going to try to pull that elbow in and circle up. Morton from Washburn doing a nice job keeping his legs back and sprawling. Getting a front head. Gentry comes back to his feet. They're back to neutral here. Gentry in on a nice double leg shot here. Morton still trying to fend that off. Gentry does get the 2-point takedown, and he's looking for near fall. He's going to slide a half in. Morton does a nice job of switching his hips and getting back to his belly, fighting that half Nelson off. Gentry still working on that half Nelson. He's got a good position here. Hooking an ankle right now. Gentry getting near fall. Switches his half Nelson, goes to the left-handed half Nelson here. 2-0 right now, Gentry leads. Ref does call 2-point near fall for Gentry. He now leads 4-0 as the first period comes to an end. Lincoln Gentry takes 4-0 lead going into period number 2 here in our first action on the mat. Gentry defers going into period number 2. Morton chooses neutral. Lincoln got some of his first wrestling action of the season last week. Second-year wrestler, joining last year as a 7th grader, making some quick improvement last year and now into his second season. Nice single leg shot, high crotch. He does a dump. Good scramble by Morton there. No points. They're back neutral. Off the mat. Gentry still attacking, getting in on a shot. Scores 5-0. About 40 seconds into period number 2. Gentry controlling the center of the mat there. Driving forward. Keeps working, trying to set up another shot. Each wrestler trying to work off the mat again, just off the edge. 57 seconds remaining in period number 2 here. 120 pounds. Gentry leading 5-0. Gentry in on a shot. Good sprawl by Morton there. Gentry trying to build up in that double. He's going to try to finish with his head. Morton does a nice job of defending that, putting his weight heavy on his hips. And Lincoln does a nice job coming up behind, securing that takedown. He now leads 7-0, 25 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Wrestling right on the edge of the mat right now. Another stalling call on Morton. That's the second stalling call. So Gentry picks up another point. He leads 8-0 as period number 2 comes to an end. Lincoln takes a 8-0 lead into period number 3. Got our excellent cameraman Mike Shaleen here on the camera for us tonight. Jeremy Hips is over on the scoreboard at the head table. Got Mike Seeger down there helping out at the scores table as well. All-star group of dads right there. Nice switch by Gentry starting off the third period. Gets the reversal. He now leads 10-0. Folks, if Lincoln scores a victory by 8 to 14 points, he'll pick up 14 points. If he were able to get Morton over to his back and get the fall, that's going to be 16 points, a technical fall. If he gets ahead by 15 points, picks up 15 points. Right now, Gentry leading 10-0. 30 seconds pass by here in period number 3. Referee calls stalemate. 1 minute, 15 seconds remaining here in period number 3. Gentry leading 10-0. Edina leading the duel 6-0 right now. We're at 120 pounds. Right off the whistle, Gentry goes to that ankle, drives it forward, trying to get Morton to his belly, trying to get a good breakdown, looking for a cradle. Gentry still working hard from the top position, driving forward right now. trying to roll some wrists. Not seeing a lot of action out of Morton here right now on the bottom. And the ref agrees, calls stalling. And because of the number of stall calls, Gentry gets 2 points and then gets his choice. He now leads 12-0, and Gentry chooses down. Morton's going to let Gentry up, so he gets an escape. So he's going to lead 13-0 right now with 43 seconds remaining in the period. One takedown would end this match by technical fall if Gentry can get a takedown here in 43 seconds. Gentry looking for a cow catcher there. He does secure the 2-point takedown, and that's going to be the match, folks. Gentry's going to win by technical fall 15-0 at 120 pounds. Your winner by technical fall at 120 pounds, Lincoln Gentry.
All right, we got Leo Farley.
Landon Neville.
Go, Leo.
Now wrestling at 126 pounds for Washburn, Leo Farley, and for your Hornets, sophomore Landon Neville. £126, we've got Landon Neville for the Hornets. Landon comes into the season currently with an 11-1 record, ranked number 10 in the state at 120 pounds. Landon goes up 2-0 with the takedown. Landon's a returning state entrant. One of the leaders on this Hornet team. Landon's going to let Farley up, give him an escape. It's 2-1 now. Neutral. There's a minute 19 remaining in period number 1. Hornets currently leading the duel 11-0. Lincoln Gentry at 120 pounds, picked up a technical fall, won 15-0 and scored 5 team points for the Hornets. Neville with another takedown takes a 4-1 lead. Gives up an escape for Farley, scores 4-2, 30 seconds remaining in period number 1. Neville in on a deep shot. Secures the takedown. He now leads 6-2 with 22 seconds remaining in period number 1. Matt Tapper gets out to the mat. There's 4 seconds remaining. Neville trying to ride Farley out here, and he does successfully. Takes a 6-2 lead into period number 2. Farley defers. Neville takes down. Landon currently leading 6-2. Start of period number 2. Referee calls caution on Farley. Neville, quick work, gets to escape. Quick shot, in on a double, high crotch to a double. Currently up 9-2 now. He's got a cradle locked up right now on Farley. He's got a crossface cradle. Farley trying to block those legs. Landon's trying to get out of the legs. Farley does a nice job defending that cradle. working a ball and chain right now. Landon currently leads 9-2. He's going to let Farley up 9-3. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Farley in on the shot. Neville defends that off. In on his own shot to a high crotch. Gets a 2-point takedown. He now leads 11-3. 35 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Neville looking to lock up a near side cradle. He's got it. Neville trying to work a gable cradle here. Stepping through. Farley does a nice job breaking that grip. 16 seconds remaining in period number 2. Neville currently leading 11-3. Farley doing a nice job here countering any of the pinning combinations Neville is trying to lock up. And they end period number 2. Neville leading 11-3 right now. Farley for Washburn is choosing down, heading into the 3rd period. Neville leads 11-3. Farley hits a nice Granby. Neville with a slick move to follow. Farley comes back up. Neville lets him go. 11-4. 3rd period right now. Neville with a nice slide by. Picks up a 2-point takedown. Leads 13-4. Minute 34 remaining in period number 3. Neville's going to let Farley up 13-5 now. Neville with a nice cow catcher. Farley took a shot. Whip over. Neville leads 15-5. He's going to pick up at least 3 near fall here. He's looking to secure fall. Adjust into a left-handed headlock. It looks like it's getting tight here. And Neville does secure the fall in the 3rd period, picking up 16 points for the Hornets. Your winner by fall at 126 pounds, Landon Neville.
32 Owen hits. Tommy start. Let's go, Tommy.
Now wrestling at 132 pounds for Washburn, Tommy Stark, and for your Hornets, Owen Hips. All right, folks, we've got 132 pounds here. Minneapolis Washburn has Tommy Stark coming out. The Hornets have sophomore Owen Hips. Rest are working here for setting up their ties, setting up their shots. Hornets currently lead the duel 17-0. Picked up a fall from Landon Neville. A tech fall from Lincoln Gentry at 120 pounds. Hips in on a good shot. In on a deep shot, but well defended by Tommy Stark. Rolls through. They're still neutral. They went off the mat. It's a good shot there by Hips, getting in deep. Stark. They just called unnecessary roughness on Stark of Washburn. Hips picks up a point because of it. You cannot hit the other wrestler in the face. They've started calling that more regularly here over the last year and a half. $30 remaining here in period number 1. Hips leading 1-0. Wrestlers jockeying for position. We're down to 10 seconds here in period number 1. And that's going to do it for the first period here at 132 pounds. Hips leading 1-0. He defers. Stark chooses down for Washburn. Start of the second period here. Hips leading 1-0. Coming to you live here from Edina High School. It is senior night for the Hornets. Hips doing a nice job driving forward, getting that inside wrist and driving it forward. Stark trying to build up, back up to his base, does a nice job. Hips pulling that wrist across. Trying to drive forward with his hips. Stark was staying in a nice base, but Hips does a nice job to grind him back down to the mat. Trying to work some sort of pinning combination. He's working for half, staying on the inside, rolling wrist. Stark keeps circling, doing a nice job. Hips trying to stay followed behind. Stark is building up. He's up to a quad pod here. He does come out, and he does get the escape. We've got a tie match here. 45 seconds remaining. Hips going to a nice double, and he does get the takedown. He leads 3-1. That was a nice shot by Hips. Comes in quick right after giving up the escape. Secures the takedown. He leads 3-1 with 30 seconds remaining in period number 2 right now. There's a warning stalling on the bottom wrestler on Washburn on Stark. Hips is doing a nice job of trying to work a pinning combination. He was in a cradle ride before, and now he's working to roll wrist. Has Stark broken down to his belly. 5 seconds remaining here in period number 2. And that's the end of 2. Here at 132 pounds, we've got Hips leading 3-1. His choice. Hips chooses down, starts the period leading. Hips ups on a stand-up right away. Stark does a nice job grabbing that 2-on-1 on a wrist. Hips coming back to his feet. Stark does a nice job. Owen staying, nice job up on his base. Stark throws a leg in there. He's trying to get a tilt, get some points. Looking for some near fall. Hips is trying to slide Stark off of his hip. Nice recovery there by Stark to stay behind Hips. Hips does a sit out. Stark did lock up her cradle. He still has that, but Owen did a nice job coming out and then drives through. Still no points right now. Stark trying to roll through with that front head. It's still 3-1 right now. No points. Hips is leading 3-1. There's 50 seconds remaining here in period number 3. We've got a great match here at 132 pounds. Owen Hips of Edina, Tommy Stark from Washburn. Stark comes out to a front head. I think he's probably going to try to hit this roll through again. Trying to extend Hips out. Owen getting up on his On his feet. There's 25 seconds. Ref is calling stalling on Washburn. That's his second stall call, so that's 1 point for Hips. He now leads 4-1. 24 seconds remaining here in period number 3. Hips from Edina leading 4-1 at 132 pounds. 24 seconds remaining in period number 3. Caution on Stark. Hips hits a nice sit, turn, and a nice switch. Gets the reversal. He goes up 6-1. 24 seconds remaining in period number 3. Just getting a clock adjustment. 20 seconds now remaining in period number 3 here at 132 pounds. Owen just trying to ride this one out right now. A strong lead of 6-1. There's 9 seconds remaining. Gets a great breakdown here on Stark. Both of these wrestlers are sophomores, and that was a great match, folks. 6-1. Owen Hips takes the victory at 132 pounds. Your winner at 132 pounds, 6-1 decision, Owen Hips.
Better get a little up there.
Yeah, Vinny Morton at 138.
Vinny?
Seth Neville.
Seth Neville. All right.
Now wrestling at 138 pounds for Minneapolis Washburn, Vinny Morton. And for your Hornets, Captain Seth Neville. All right, folks, we're going right into 138 pounds here. Seth Neville for the Hornets, senior captain, leads this team. He goes up 2-0 with a quick takedown. Hornets currently leading the duel 20-0. Owen Hips picks up a strong 6-1 decision there at 132 pounds. Neville coming in tonight sits at a 10-1 record. Got 4 falls, 1 major decision. Seth's a 2-time state qualifier. Currently ranked number 9 at 132 pounds in AAA. Seth's going to be recognized here in a little bit yet tonight. It is senior night for the Hornets here. Neville is the all-time wins leader for the Hornets. Just reaching and crossing 125 victories last week, along with 75 pins. Neville lets Morton up. Scores 2-1, 41 seconds remaining here in period number 1. Neville with a good shot in on the leg there. They go out of bounds though. Morton does a nice job defending and back to their feet. They're still neutral right now. 30 seconds remaining.
Sorry, guys. 3 seconds.
Clock adjustment. Neville back in here. 22 seconds remaining in period number 1. Scores 2-1. Neville leads. Neville stalking from the center of the mat. Really controlling that circle right now. Neville doing a nice job. Always under control and strong. Morton defers for Washburn. Neville chooses down going into the second period. It's 2-1. Neville leads 138 pounds. Neville, nice stand up, strong stand up, 2-on-1, textbook technique. Gets the escape. He leads 3-1 right now. Neville gets in on a nice high crotch. He's trying to work that takedown on the edge of the mat, and he gets it. He scores a 2-point takedown. Now leads 5-1 here in the second period. They go off the mat, out of bounds. They're going to get a restart. 1 minute, 24 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Neville leads 5-1. Neville doing a nice job with that pull bust. Trying to work in that arm, looking for an arm bar, driving some wrist forward there. They're calling Washburn for stalling. Morton gets a stall warning right now. Neville's digging that arm out. Looks like he does have it. He's got a strong arm bar there with the wrist. Morton doing a nice job of keeping those hips turned, but Neville is just going to power through it. He locked up that other arm as well. Very similar. Looks like he's caught a double arm bar. He's going to sit out. Ref is counting near fall. Morton does a nice job to get one of those arms free. Neville with a good recovery and shifts back. He picks up the 3-point near fall. He now leads 9-1 with 20 seconds remaining in period number 2. There's 5 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Neville currently leading 8-1 going into period number 3. Washburn chooses down. Neville with a strong bust. Yeah, and he's leading 8-1. Hornets currently leading the duel 20-0. Working to get some near fall. Neville trying to sink that in and tighten it up, looking for the fall here. He's got a lot of time. Minute 35, he's going to relock that arm bar. Circles the head. Minute 20 here still remaining in period number 3. A lot of time for Neville. Some adjustments. He's going to keep working that shoulder down. He's just going to keep working it there. He gets the fall at 1 minute into the third period. Seth Neville picks up 16 points for the Hornets. Your winner by fall at 138 pounds, Captain Seth Neville.
Hey, Coach. Coach, there's blood on the mat. Can you?
How do you say again his last name?
He's not.
Oh, he's not wrestling? Okay, yeah, Jack.
Open.
No. Okay.
So we'll be open until 60 pounds, I think.
And it's Theo Grounds?
Theo.
Okay.
Who is it? So we're open for
45. 45.
45, we have Lane Johnson.
and we're open.
At 145 pounds, receiving a forfeit for the Hornets, Lane Johnson.
going home. 52? We're open at 52. Nope. Because he doesn't know that. Poor kid. Oh, that's too aggressive. Is he? Yeah.
At 152 pounds for the Hornets, receiving a forfeit, Sam Seeger.
Hey!
60 Anthony Borchardt.
Theo Grimes.
At 160 pounds for Minneapolis Washburn, Theo Grimes. And for your Hornets, senior Anthony Borchardt.
Anthony Borchardt.
All right, folks, after the Neville pin, the Hornets received a forfeit at 145 pounds. That was Lane Johnson. At 152 pounds, Sam Seeger received a forfeit for the Hornets. Now to 160 pounds, we've got Theo Grimes for Washburn going up against Anthony Borchardt for your Hornets. Hornets currently lead the duel 38-0 at 160 pounds. Hornets celebrating senior night tonight, hosting Washburn and Richfield. Borchardt with a front head. Looks like he's trying to work the cow catcher. He's trying to extend that out. Grimes does a nice job fighting that off and coming back to the neutral position. Borchardt scores a takedown. He currently leads the match 2-0. There's 40 seconds remaining here in period number 1. Borchardt working for inside position here. So he's trying to work a arm bar on that left-hand side. Picks up that ankle, trying to drive Grimes into the mat. Short time, 3 seconds remaining. And that's the end of period number 1. Borchardt takes a 2-0 lead going into period number 2 here to 160 pounds. We're going to start period number 2 here in the neutral position. Borchardt leading 2-0. 160-pound weight class. Edina is leading 38-0 over Washburn. Borchardt still trying to control that tie, getting a strong collar tie, circling Grimes around a little bit. .55 seconds here into period number 2. Borchardt leading 2-0 right now over Grimes. Grimes gets in on a shot. Pulls that single leg up. Borchardt trying to keep everything tight. try to stay under control. They're right on the edge of the mat. Grimes is trying to, off the mat they go. They're still going to be neutral. Borchert does a nice job keeping his balance there and hopping up off the edge of the mat. 41 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Borchert leading 2-0. Borchert trying to get that front head. Gives up the takedown to Grimes with 15 seconds remaining in period number 2. Short time. Borchert trying to get one. He does pick up the escape here right at the end of the second period. That's an important point to score. Borchert now leads 3-2 heading into period number 3. Borchert's choosing down. He leads 3-2 going into period number 3 here at 160 pounds. Ref is calling a caution on Grimes. Borchert working up to his feet. Grimes trying to get a tilt right now. He is getting near fall counted. That's 2-point near fall for Grimes. That's going to put him in the lead by 1. He's up 4-3. Borchert coming up to his feet again. Current score 4-3. Grimes leads. 1:35 remaining in this third period. These two wrestlers very evenly matched right now. Grimes working on rolling a wrist. Grimes looking to get some more near fall. He's putting a leg in and pulling Borchert's right shoulder to his chest. Borchert does a nice job of avoiding that. Stall call on Borchert. 1 minute remaining here in period number 3. Grimes with a 4-3 lead for Washburn. Trying to work and get his team on the board. Borchert comes up. He cuts. We've got a time match, folks. It's 4-4. 45 seconds remaining in period number 3. Borchert in on a shot. Now underneath Grimes. Grimes does a nice job with that front head. He's sitting behind Borchert and picks up the takedown. He now leads 6-4. There's 26 seconds remaining here in period number 3. Grimes with the 2-point lead. Trying to roll that wrist. Time is ticking down right now. There is now 10 seconds remaining in period number 3. Grimes with the 6-4 lead. Gets one last breakdown, and that's going to do it, folks. Grimes picks up the victory, 6-4. And a hard-fought match between Theo Grimes and Anthony Borchert. Your winner at 160 pounds for Minneapolis Washburn, Theo Grimes.
We're open all the way to heavyweight.
Okay. Hey, Josh.
At 170 pounds, receiving a forfeit for the Hornets, Brody Perry.
Charles Thorson.
At 182 pounds, receiving a forfeit for the Hornets, Charlie Thorson.
95, Kenneth Brahman.
At 195 pounds, receiving a forfeit for the Hornets, Kenneth Brahman.
220 is double.
We have a double forfeit at 220 pounds. Our last match for this varsity duel is going to be here at heavyweight.
Vincent Gladbach.
For Minneapolis Washburn, we have Vincent Gladbach. And for your Hornets, Gavin Falk. All right, folks, we're getting started here at heavyweight. After that good match at 160 pounds, the Hornets picked up forfeits For Brody Perry at 170, Charles Thorson at 182, Kenneth Brahman at 195 pounds. These two teams double forfeit at 220. Now we've got Vincent Gladbach, a senior for Washburn, going up against junior Gavin Falk for the Hornets. Falk currently 6-6 this year, 5 falls on the year, only his second year wrestling. Both these wrestlers trying to work for that inside position, get their tie. Really important in this heavyweight class. Gladbach in on a underhook on the left side there. Falk did a nice job circling out of that. 40 seconds remaining here in period number 1. No score yet. Gladbach gets that to his 2-on-1, it looks like there. 20 seconds remaining here in period number 1. No score. Ref just called stall warning on Edina. Falk in on a shot. 2 seconds remaining, period number 1. They did go out of bounds. No score. 1 stall warning on Falk. And that's the end of period number 1. 0-0 score right now. Washburn's choice. He's going to choose down. Score 0-0 right now. Edina leading the duel 56-3. This is going to be the last match of our varsity duel. Falk for Edina gets a caution from the top position. Looks like he's got a cradle locked up. He does have a cradle locked up. He's going to pull that out. He's got Gladbach cradled up. He's holding that tight. He's getting near fall right now. Strong cradle from Falk there. Gets a 2 count for near fall. He goes up 2-0. Falk doing a nice job here with Ryan. Looking to get that cradle. He has it locked up again. He's going to try to step forward. Bring Gladbach over to his back. Gladbach does a nice job breaking that class. He's stepping up again. Once again, Falk locks up a cradle. Looks like he has this tight. He's getting more near fall. He's going to slide out. Gladbach does a nice job fighting that off. 3 near fall for Falk. He goes up 5-0. 1 minute gone in period number 2. Falk takes the lead 5-0 here in period number 2 on 2 cradles. Got 2 near fall, then 3 near fall. Falk does a nice job breaking Gladbach down. .30 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Gladbach trying to work to his base. Falk doing a nice job. Now he's got a tilt. He's getting more near fall. There's 19 seconds left. Gladbach trying to come up. 2 near fall. And now it's got 2 reversal for Gladbach. There's 10 seconds remaining. Falk leading 7-2. And Gladbach picks up the fall with 5 seconds remaining in period number 2. Falk was leading 7-0 before the reversal. And your winner at heavyweight from Washburn, Vincent Gladbach. $56.9, correct?
56-9.
56. And that's the end of the varsity duel. Your Hornets win 56-9. We're going to go right into some JV matches. First? Okay. Correction, we're going to go into our senior night celebration. Give some of these wrestlers a little bit extra time. We've got 5 seniors we're going to be recognizing tonight on senior night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off tonight. We're going to call out each senior, read a little bit from their bio, and recognize some of their contributions to Edina athletics, to the Edina school, and to wrestling. Our first senior tonight we're going to call out is Cormac Kelly. Cormac has wrestled for 4 years. Parents Mike and Gretchen Kelly. He's also in track and cross country. He's a 2-time letter winner. One of his favorite wrestling memories is the salt drive from his sophomore year. His future plans include a major in marketing, and he's undecided for college at this point. He'd like to give a special thanks to his brother Connor, his mom, and his dad. Give it up for Cormac Kelly. Your second senior tonight is Anthony Borchers. Anthony has wrestled for 3 years. Parents Rich and Michelle Borchert. Other sports and activities are football, track, and weightlifting. Anthony's special awards and achievements, he letters in 3 varsity sports. His favorite wrestling memory was his very first pin. His future plans are to pursue a political science degree, and he is undecided on which college he plans on attending. He'd like to give a special thanks to his family for always cheering him on and his teammates for pushing him. Thank you to my coaches for their dedication and patience. Give it up for Anthony Borchert. Your next senior is Sam Seeger. Sam has wrestled for 2 years. His parents are Mike and Julie Seeger. He is also on the trap team for Edina and weightlifts. His favorite wrestling memory is making Seth go up 12 pounds at Grand Rapids last year. His future plans are enlisting into the Marines, and he'd like to give a special thanks and shout out to Coach Matt for upgrading his Chipotle order. Everybody, please give it up for Sam Seeger. Our 4th senior is manager Gracie Reyes. Gracie works and manages this team. Her special achievements, all-time best wrestling manager ever. Her favorite memory, every year after state, going to eat at Casetta's. Future plans, she's going to take a gap year to work and travel. She'd like to give special thanks to coaches Stroud, Matt, Cronin, and Verhans for always trying to make sure everyone has a good time and making me excited to help out a great team every year. Give it up for Gracie Reyes. And your 5th and final senior tonight, Captain Seth Nebel. Seth has wrestled for this high school team for 5 years. He is the captain of this team. His parents, Louis and Jamie Nebel. He also is in rugby, football, and weightlifting. He's won multiple awards. He is a 2-time returning state entrant, currently ranked 9th at 132 pounds in the state in AAA. His favorite wrestling memory is his first wrestling practice at the high school varsity level in 8th grade. His future plans are to wrestle in college, major in health science, and his college is currently undecided. Seth said he'd like to give a special thanks to Coach Stroud for kicking my butt, Coach Larita for pushing me to always get better, Coach Cronin for being an awesome partner and mentor, and Coach Burhans for supporting all of us since day number 1. Folks, Seth is the career leading all-time winner for the Hornets right now. He recently crossed 125 victories on varsity. That is an impressive accomplishment. He is your Hornets leader. Give it up for Seth Neville. Wrestlers, please stand together where you are for a couple of photos. After this, we will have the parents meet over in the corner by the banner. The parents and each wrestler will have an opportunity to take some pictures and get recognized and honored. Thank you. Folks, we've got our seniors there waving to you, coming to you from the live stream. Those of you that are at home.
Hey, Grandma, how you doing? Great seeing you. Thanks for watching my matches.
Seth giving a big shout out to Graham out there watching on the live stream. It's a good group of seniors right there leading this Hornet team right now. Folks, we're going to take a short break here. We're going to come back to you with Washburn wrestling against Richfield. Actually, we're going to take a short break and come back to you with a couple of JV matches between Edina and Washburn yet. We're going to get those matches going here in a few minutes. Once those matches are done, then we're going to have Washburn and Richfield, and then we're going to do a nightcap with Edina and Richfield. We'll be back shortly. folks, we're coming to you live. We've got a couple of exhibition matches here happening. We've got Cooper Shaleen for the Edina Hornets wrestling Tommy Stark. New rule this year. Tommy did just wrestle a varsity match. He wrestled a strong varsity match. New rule allows these wrestlers to wrestle an exhibition match as well as a varsity match. So in an effort to get more of our wrestlers some matches, Washburn said, yes, we'll get Tommy Stark a second match, and we've got Cooper Shaleen here for the Hornets. Cooper, a sophomore, wrestling for the Hornets. Been working hard in the offseason. Gets down in on a left-handed single leg. Comes back up quickly, nice. Does a good job defending that. Stark was trying to get into a front head situation. I believe there are 2 exhibition matches here between these two teams. Cooper with a nice underhook on the right-hand side there. Drops down to a shot. Stark does a nice job sprawling, defending, has a front head. There's 20 seconds remaining here in period number 1. Does a nice job circling up. 10 seconds remaining. No score. 0-0 right now in period number 1. Shaleen and Stark. And that's how period number 1 is going to end. Oh! Stark trying to hit a lat drop right at the end of period number 1. No score. Is not awarded the takedown. His time expired as he was doing that move. Stark gets his call in the second period. He chooses down right away. Current score is 0-0. Stark gets out and gets an escape. He now currently leads 1-0. Wrestlers working from the neutral position here. Leaning on a shot. Stark does a nice job. He's trying that roll through, and he does end up scooting behind to get 2 points. He now leads 3-0. 40 seconds gone by in period number 2 here. Stark locks up a cradle right now. Shaleen's going to try to break that. And he does a nice job breaking that. Stark does a good back bridge and explodes up, but Cooper gets out and gets 1 point. Stark now currently leads 3-1. 1 minute remaining here in period number 2. Strong escape by Shaleen there. Working that left-hand collar tie. You don't see too many wrestlers with the left-hand collar tie, and it can be really effective. Stark now gets an underhook on his right side. Both wrestlers trying to work for position here. Cooper trying to get into a lat drop situation. It looks like, let's see if one of these wrestlers. Stark working. He does end up picking up that 2-point takedown. 20 seconds remaining. Stark leads 5-1 here. 15 seconds remaining in period number 2. Cooper working to get an escape here at the end of the period. Short time. He hits that sit and turn. Short time. Stark stays behind. He does stay behind. Cooper working hard there, though, to get that escape at the end of period 2. He's down 5-1. Cooper chooses down here going into period number 3. He trails 5-1. Nice quick stand up. Stark counters with a mat return. Stark trying to work on a Turk. Cooper does a nice job defending that, getting back to his base and clearing hands. 20 seconds gone here in period number 3. Cooper gets that arm, has a nice sit out, gets that arm and does a nice turn. Let's see if he can keep circling here to try to get himself clear. He does. He gets out, gets an escape. It's 5-2. 40 seconds gone here in period number 3. We've got a 5-2 score. Stark leads. The wrestlers trying to work on their ties. Stark digs out an underhook, trying to get a double underhook here. Shalene pulling down on that head, trying to control that tie yet. Looking for a fireman's. He's looking for a fireman's. He's got to pull on that arm. Keep driving up. Working to Kelly. There he gets 2. He now scores 2-point takedown. He's down by 1. 5-4, 40 seconds remaining. Coaches are telling Cooper to cut him. Time to let him go. It's 5-4. Now it's 6-4. Shalene needs to get another takedown. He's in quickly on the shot. 30 seconds remaining here in period number 3. He's got a leg. He's going to keep driving. Shalene, Cooper needs a takedown here to tie this match up. He's down by 2 points. 18 seconds remaining in period number 3. 15 seconds. Shalene's still in on that shot. Stark doing everything he can. Cooper comes behind, gets a takedown. There's 5 seconds remaining. He's currently tied up 6-6, trying to send this to overtime, and he does. We are going to overtime. Shalene ties the match with 10 seconds remaining. We're going to go to a sudden victory, 1-minute overtime. First takedown wins. We are in overtime, folks. Shalene scores a takedown right at the end of the match with 10 seconds left to send it to overtime. Picked up 2 takedowns in the last minute of period number 3. If either of these wrestlers gets a takedown in this first minute of overtime, they're going to pick up the victory. "30 seconds gone in overtime. We've got 30 seconds remaining. Each wrestler trying to work for their position. There's 20 seconds remaining in overtime. Shalene going to that leg. He's going to drive. They call stalling. Shalene staying with that leg. He's going to score a victory. That's a 2-point takedown. Cooper Shalene with the win in overtime. 8-6. And your winner in overtime, come from behind victory, Cooper Shalene.
I've never seen him that happy.
Really?
He's always like pretty calm. We'll wait, Josh. 38.
Yeah, Vinnie Morton.
Vinnie Morton, all right.
Go, Vinnie.
Now wrestling our second exhibition match tonight. We've got Vinnie Morton from Minneapolis Washburn and Cormac Kelly from the Hornets.
They do, I know. I'm like, who'd you ask? I know.
I think now that they got the rooms come on. Yeah, that's it.
Go, Cormac.
Sounds like it.
We are in our second exhibition match here. We've got Cormac Kelly getting in on a nice high crotch, switching to a double, picking up a 2-point takedown. He's wrestling Vinnie Morton again. Because of a rule change, these wrestlers that wrestled a couple of varsity matches for Washburn are able to come in and wrestle a couple of exhibition matches, giving some of these Edina wrestlers a match. What an exciting victory in that last match. Cooper Shalene picked up a takedown, cut his wrestler, picked up a second takedown to send it to overtime, and then gets the takedown in overtime to win it 8-6. 1 minute gone here in period number 1. Cormac Kelly leading 2-0 over Vinnie Morton from Washburn. Kelly just recently recognized on senior night. Trying to keep his legs back and keep that balance. Morton doing a nice job of circling with those legs, and he does pick up a 2-point reversal. We've got a tie match 2-2 right now. Morton works in an arm bar. Cormac does a nice job coming up to his feet. Peels. Excellent peel and turn. Nice shot by Cormac. He leads 3-2. He's circling around. He does pick up the 2-point takedown. Cormac Kelly now leads 5-2. 10 seconds remaining here in period number 1. Cormac's going to try to roll some wrists and ride him out here in the last 5 seconds of this period. And that's going to do it, period number 1. Cormac Kelly leading 5-2 on 2 strong takedowns. Morton picked up a reversal in the middle of that period. Kelly defers. Morton chooses down. Cormac currently leading 5-2 right now, going into period number 2. Morton working on, and he's going to get a 1-point escape. So score is 5-3 right now. Cormac Kelly leading this match. 30 seconds gone here in period number 2. Kelly leading 5-3. Just are trying to work for position here. Ref just called stalling on the Washburn wrestler. Kelly in on another shot. He goes to a double leg. Morton does a nice job defending that. And now they call 2-point takedown for Morton. He's tied the match 5-5, but the ref is going to call him for clasping. That's going to be 1 point for Cormac Kelly. He's going to regain the lead here. 6-5, 47 seconds remaining in period number 2. 6-5, Kelly leads. 47 seconds, period 2. Cormac up 6-5, starting in the down position. Morton works that arm underneath Kelly. Looks like he's going for a butcher. 30 seconds remaining. Morton now scooping that head, looking to get some near fall. One swipe. Kelly doing a nice job of fending that off so far, but Morton starts to sink that in. Now he's getting near fall. 15 seconds remaining. Cormac doing a nice job fighting off his back, coming up behind. There's going to be 3 near fall for Morton, but 1-point escape for Cormac Kelly. And we're going to end period number 2, 8-7, Morton leading. Kelly's going to choose neutral, trailing by 1 point right now. We're starting period number 3. Got a great match going here between these two wrestlers. 8-7 right now. Morton leads. Morton tries to hit a headlock. He does. And Morton does pick up the fall on that headlock from the feet. Great match by these two wrestlers. And your winner by fall, Vinnie Morton from Minneapolis Washburn.
That's it. Yep.
That's going to do it for exhibition matches. We're going to take a short break, get the mat cleaned, get the bench cleaned, and we're going to get started with Washburn and Richfield here shortly. All right, folks, there were the two exhibition matches we had. Those two just wrapped up. They're going to clean the mats. Edina's going to leave their bench. We're going to get that cleaned up, get Richfield out here. We're going to have Washburn and Richfield next, followed by Edina Richfield. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started here with our second duel of the evening. In that first duel, Edina beat Minneapolis Washburn 56-9. This duel is going to feature the Richfield Spartans taking on the Minneapolis Washburn Millers. It's our second duel of the night. Our third duel in the nightcap will be Edina and Richfield.
Nope, they're ready. All right, we were open at 106. Open at 106.
Matt, the coach, he has perfect.
All right, we are getting our second duel of the evening started. We've got the Richfield Spartans taking on the Minneapolis Washburn Millers.
Is he? Yeah.
We're open at 106.
Open again? At 113?
We were open at 113.
Okay.
Richfield, who is this?
This is Keno Veneer.
At 106 pounds, taking a forfeit for Richfield, Keno Veneer.
Nobody?
We are open.
Double forfeit.
Double forfeit.
Double forfeit at 113 pounds. How about 120?
21 from John Morton. We have Brendan Smith.
Okay.
At 120 pounds for Minneapolis Washburn, Dominic Morton. For Richfield, Brendan Smith. All right, folks, getting started here. Richfield picked up a forfeit with Keno Veneer at 106 pounds. 113 was a double forfeit, and now we've got 120 pounds for Richfield, Brendan Smith, and for Minneapolis Washburn, Dominic Morton. Morton off to a quick 2-0 lead on a quick takedown, 20 seconds into the first period. Morton does get a cradle, but on his way over, goes just a little bit too far. Smith comes up, got an underhook, but Morton is picking up that single. No change, still 2-0. Morton leads. Current score of the duel, Richfield leading 6-0. Morton working on a tight waist there, working on the inside. Morton gets another cradle, but he does roll through. Smith picked up a reversal. Morton then gets a reversal right back. Scores 4-2, 10 seconds remaining here in period number one. A lot of action there in a quick flurry. And that's how period number one is going to end. Dominic Morton at 120 pounds leading 4-2 over Brendan Smith. Richfield defers. Morton from Washburn takes down. He's currently leading 4-2 going into period number two. A caution on Smith from Richfield. Two wrestlers coming in at the 120-pound weight class. Morton is trying to pull that leg in on the inside, but Smith does a nice job with that crossface. Going to circle behind. He stays behind. Morton picks up the reversal, and he's getting near fall right now. He currently leads 6-2. 30 seconds gone in period number 2. Looking to get the fall. Smith doing a nice job fighting off his back, trying to get that arm through. A lot of time here left for Morton to try to work for this fall. Minute 10 remaining here in period number 2, but Smith doing a nice job keeping that shoulder up, and he does work back to his belly. Morton picks up 3 near fall. He currently leads 9-2. Ref stops action for some blood time here. We've got 57 seconds remaining in period number 2. Dominic Morton leading 9-2. Your Edina Hornets took the win in the first duel of the night over Minneapolis Washburn, 56-9. Next home match here at Edina High School is going to be February 18th. The Hornets will be hosting Wayzata and Chisago Lakes. The Hornets are traveling to Mound, West Tonka this Friday night. Face off against Mound, West Tonka and Bloomington Kennedy. That action starts at 5 o'clock. During this season, there are no individual tournaments, no team tournaments. You can only have a duel with one other team or a try, similar to what we have going tonight. All right, we got that blood cleaned up. Morton still starts back up on top. 57 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Morton leading 9-2 for Washburn. Getting some more near fall again on Smith of Richfield currently. .35 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Morton has picked up at least 3 near fall. Trying to work to get the fall here. 20 seconds. Smith doing a nice job of bridging up on his head. Trying to keep that shoulder up. 10 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Warren trying to work a little bit closer to that fall. It looks like time is going to expire. Morton picks up 3 more near fall. He's going to take a 12-2 lead into period number 3. Smith from Richfield is going to take up going into period number 3. He's going to look for a turn. Got the A-team crew here over at the head table with us. Got Mike Seeger down on the end there. Jeremy Hips running the clock. Mike Shalene here on the camera, getting some good camera work in. His son just won a heck of a overtime match against a Washburn wrestler, coming back from a 4-point deficit to tie it up and win in overtime. All right, we're 30 seconds into period number 3 here. Brendan Smith of Richfield doing a nice job of staying behind Morton, trying to look for a way to turn. He's trailing 2-12 right now. Richfield coaches choosing the right call there to put him up to try to see if he can work Morton over to his back for a pin. Ref is going to call Morton for a stall warning. There's a minute 10 remaining here in period number 3. Smith really working that half and a wrist. He's trying to do everything he can to turn Morton. Morton doing a nice job defending that off, getting that leg out. Smith still driving that half Nelson. He's switching up from left side to right side, trying to find a way to get Morton to his back. Morton now circling out. Smith trying to follow him. 35 seconds remaining in period number 3. Morton still leads 12-2. He does get the reversal. He goes up 14-2. Under 30 seconds now here in period number 3. 15 seconds remaining. Morton trying to look for one more turn. If he can get a turn and get a 5 count, he'd pick up 3 near fall for a tech fall, but looks like Smith is going to do a good job. There's 5 seconds remaining. This match is going to end 14-2. Morton picking up the victory over Brendan Smith. Major decision. Your winner by major decision from Minneapolis Washburn, Dominic Morton.
There's a gym here.
Yeah, there's an ice over there by the chair.
Open?
So I'm got
Open?
Double. Yep.
Alright. Give me 1 second.
What
Double
weight?
forfeit.
132.
All the way to 160. Yeah, 170.
132 double forfeit.
Say, what you doing up there?
So it'll be 26-32.
Takes 1 second here.
The kid just running up
There are double forfeits at 126.
They're not mine.
132. What are we going all the way up to?
38
You cannot
double
be up
forfeit.
there.
38 double
You need to be
forfeit.
in the gym here, please.
45 double forfeit.
Double forfeit at 138. 145.
Open for Richfield, please.
Open at 45.
What's that one? Yeah.
Over here, ice. Leo will take forfeit at 126.
We're past it. Yeah,
Ice, yes. So
that's fine. We'll just no, that's all
he
right.
knows. It's on your side. So here's our custodial for cleanup.
I'm up at 52.
So it's over here.
Double.
Ask. Yes. 52, you're open?
Yeah.
You have a guy at 60 there?
At 70, we're gonna wrestle on 70. Yeah.
Okay.
So 60 going double forfeit.
Jeremy, are you able to go back to a weight?
Yeah, I can fix that. I can get
So-
his forfeit in if you want.
Yeah. At 126 pounds, we are going to take Minneapolis Washburn's Leo Farley is going to get a forfeit at 126 pounds.
That was a little overzealous on the double forfeit.
Farley, winner by forfeit. We are going to be having our next match at 170 pounds.
Just hit save. It'll just save it.
That's at 26. I'm going to do reset. We're having a little bit of a problem there. So
That's all right.
we'll go to 70.
That's all right.
Yeah, we can go back and do that one later.
Who do you
I was
guys
thinking
have
have
at
them go
70?
there.
Theo Grimes. All right.
Who does
170.
Richfield have? Trayvon? Okay.
Let's go, Theo.
Now wrestling at 170 pounds for Richfield, Trayvon Cunningham. And for Washburn, Theo Grimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be 10-6.
Josh. Josh. All
right, folks, we had Leo Farley taking a forfeit at 126 pounds for Washburn. Then we had double forfeits at 132, 138, 145, 152, and 160. We are now wrestling at 170 pounds. We've got Trayvon Cunningham wrestling for Richfield and Theo Grimes wrestling for Washburn. Grimes currently leading 2-0, 1 minute into period number 1. Cunningham does get out and get the escape. It's now 2-1, 45 seconds remaining in period number 1. Four seconds remaining here in period number one. Still 2-1, Grimes leading. That's how period number one is going to end. I'm going to start period number two. Washburn's choice. Grimes defers. Cunningham chooses down. Grimes currently leading 2-1 going into period number two. Cunningham gets a quick escape to start period number two. Grimes in on a good shot with a single. Cunningham does a nice job putting that leg down. Takes his shot. Grimes snaps into a front head. They're right on the edge of that circle, on the edge of the mat. Wrestler trying to use that to their advantage. Grimes circles to a near side cradle. He looks like he's got it wrapped up. He gets a 2-point takedown and looking for near fall. He's right on the edge of the mat. He's going to need to turn him in back in the circle or keep 2 feet in, and he does go out of bounds. No near fall. Grimes leading 4-2. 105 remaining here in period number two. We're at 170 pounds. Washburn leading this duel 10-6 right now. One minute remaining in period number two. Grimes leading 4-2. Cunningham working, trying to come up. Grimes does stay behind. Cunningham does get 1-point escape. He is now on his feet. It's 4-3. Grimes leads.
25 seconds.
Cunningham down in a shot. There's short time, 10 seconds remaining. Grimes works to that front head again. Working to that near side. This time he's in the center of the mat. Picks up 2-point takedown. He's got a tight. And as time expires, just with 1 second remaining, Theo Grimes does pick up the fall. Your winner at 170 pounds for Minneapolis Washburn, Theo Grimes.
182.
182, we are open.
Okay.
Open at 82.
Double forfeit.
We have a double forfeit at 182 pounds.
Okay.
Open at 95.
What's the actual team score right now?
They have.
Is it 10-6?
No, it's 16-6.
We're going to be open at 220.
We're open at, yeah, no, we're open at.
Roll and row.
Double forfeit at 195 and 220, and we're going to get into the heavyweight match.
Vincent Gladback.
Who is this for Richfield? Who is Richfield's guy?
Who you got? Is it
Rollin Rowe.
Thomas Joseph? No, Rollin Rowe.
Rollin Rowe.
No, hold on a second.
Coach, is that
What's your
Rollin?
name?
Rollin? Is it Rollin Rowe?
Yep. Oh, Rollin Rowe. And this is Vincent Gladback. All right.
Now wrestling at heavyweight for Richfield, Rollin Rowe. For Minneapolis Washburn, Vincent Gladbach. All right, folks, we are at the heavyweight match here between Washburn and Richfield. Got Vincent Gladbach for Minneapolis Washburn. Roland Rowe for Richfield. Bumped up from 220 pounds, and a real good scramble there between these two wrestlers. Gladbach working a double underhook, trying to take Rowe straight to his back from the feet. He's behind now. Still no points. Rowe does a nice job keeping his hips up. Gladbach is in on a leg right now. Rowe doing a nice job fighting that off, keeping his hips back. Richfield wrestler trying to push that head down. He does. He ends up getting a 2-point takedown. – 2-0 lead right now for Rowe. 30 seconds remaining in period number 1. Looking for a power half. 15 seconds left here in period number 1. Rowe leading 2-0 right now. Trying to pick up that near ankle. He snaps a cradle on Gladbach, and he gets it. There's 4 seconds remaining. Try against near fall. Ref is counting points. That is time. He does pick up a 2-point near fall. Rowe takes a 4-0 lead into period number 2 here at heavyweight. The Richfield wrestler bumping up from 220 pounds. Gladbach defers. Rowe from Richfield takes down. Currently leading 4-0. Ref is calling caution on Gladbach. Rowe explodes up right off the whistle. No points here yet. They're currently, but Rowe does work his way out. He ends up getting the 2-point reversal. Rowe currently leading Vincent Gladbach of Minneapolis Washburn 6-0. .30 seconds gone in period number 2. They do go off the edge of the mat. Minute 19 here remaining in period number 2. Rowe leading 6-0. Gladbach currently ranked number 9 in the heavyweight division in AAA. 1 minute remaining here in period number 2. Rowe really riding on this 2-on-1 wrist ride, trying to drive Gladbach forward. 45 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Rowe's going to try to dig a half Nelson in. Gladbach comes up. Both these wrestlers working hard right now. Gladbach trying to stay up in that base, and Rowe driving forward. 30 seconds remaining. Gladbach gets a roll. Well defended by Rowe. No points. No points. Rowe does scoot behind. Still remains in the top position. 14 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Rowe doing a nice job defending everything that Gladbach tries here from the bottom positions. As this second period comes to a close, Rowe currently leading 6-0 over Gladbach. We're going into period number 3. Gladbach is choosing down. Start of period number 3. 6-0 lead for Rowe here over Gladbach. This is a heavyweight match here between these two teams. Rowe working on that 2-on-1. Trying to bump Gladbach forward and get him down. Gladbach doing a nice job just staying up in his base. Gladbach looking to try to set up that roll, but Rowe does a nice job defending that, and now he is going to get called for a full Nelson. He had a half Nelson, and then his other arm came in on the left-hand side and just touched that headgear. The ref's going to call that every time. 6-1 lead right now for Rowe. There's a minute 20. Looks like Gladbach has got an injury time here. £285 match here, heavyweight. Minneapolis Washburn currently leading this duel 16-6. We'll see if there are any exhibition matches after this match. I believe they may have one or two set up. And then we'll get into the Edina Richfield duel right after that. All right, Rowe still leads 6-1. We're in the third period of the heavyweight match. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining here in period number 3. Gladbach quickly up and gets the escape. He now trails 6-2. Minute 10 remaining in period number 3. Gladbach is going to have to look for something to Rowe's back. If he can get that and score takedown 2, near fall 3, that would do it. Gladbach gets underneath on that underhook on the left-hand side. He's looking to go from straight from the feet to Rowe's back. Rowe doing a nice job of defending. Working inside. There's 33 seconds remaining here. Current score is 6-2, Rowe leading. $20 seconds remaining in period number 3. Gladbach really trying to dig out that underhook and move Rowe around. Rowe doing a nice job. Gladbach trying to get a double underhook. There's only 5 seconds remaining, but Rowe swoops in on a single, and as time expires, he does get the 2-point takedown. Roland Rowe takes an 8-2 victory here at heavyweight. And that's going to do it for this varsity duel, folks. Minneapolis Washburn is going to win the duel 16-9. And that's going to do it. We're going to have a short break here. We'll come back with Edina and Richfield.
You're at 126 right now. So
He's like 12.
All right, folks at home, coming to you from the live stream here at Edina High School. Quick update. Due to some of the time limits and restrictions put in place by the Minnesota State High School League, we're going to be starting our next duel at 7:20. In 20 minutes from now, we're going to get our Edina and Richfield duel started. Some of the Richfield wrestlers that were just out there wrestling, they have a required time limit that they need in between matches. So we're going to be starting in 20 minutes at 7:20, and we'll get that Edina Richfield duel started. All right, folks, we're about to get started here. We've got the coach and the captain out there at center mat. They're going to go through the flip, and then we're going to get started with our final duel of the evening here. We've got Edina hosting Richfield. Both of these teams just finished wrestling Minneapolis Washburn earlier this evening. Edina came up with victory 56-9 over Washburn, and Washburn won 16-9 over Richfield.
Richfield presents the end of 5 matches. They're obviously red.
All right, folks, we're about to get our third and final duel of the evening started between Edina and Richfield. Let's give a little round of applause there, fans. Let's get a little excitement going. There we go. All right, at 106 pounds for Richfield, we've got Keno Veneer. And for your Hornets, at 106 pounds, Troy Dora. All right, getting us started here at 106 pounds for Richfield, we've got Keno Veneer. Troy Doroff wrestling for Edina. Wrestlers coming in at 106 pounds. Wrestling on the edge of the mat. Veneer looking for front ahead. Veneer does a nice job with that dump. Doroff up on his feet, trying to peel. Ref calls him out of bounds. No change. Doroff still starts down. Minute 19 left here in period number 1. Doroff coming into this match with a 7-6 record. Veneer working a tight waist ride. Trying to build that base. Veneer keeps working that tight wrist. Now he's going to look to roll a wrist. Looking to try to get a tilt. They're working in a half Nelson. 45 seconds here remaining in period number 1. Veneer leading 2-0. Doroff up to his feet, trying to cut, trying to get that escape. He's looking there, he peels that arm off. He gets 1 point escape. 2-1 right now. Veneer leading 2-1. 30 seconds remaining. $20 seconds remaining in period number 1. Veneer gets in on a shot. Doroff defends. 10 seconds remaining here in period number 1. Still 2-1 Veneer leads. 2 seconds. Time. And no points. 2-1 Veneer leads here at the end of 1. Richfield choice. He's going to defer. Doroff chooses down. Trailing 2-1 right now. First match here at 106 pounds. And here goes that ankle driving forward. Doroff trying to maintain his base. Works to that wrist. Tight waist. And you're really trying to work that tight waist. Doroff gets up to his feet. Now Veneer takes him down. Veneer working that cross wrist. He's looking like he's going to try to work a cradle here. 45 seconds gone in period number 2. Still 2-1 right now. Veneer working a cross wrist. Still 2-1 right now. Doroff getting a little bit stacked up on the bottom. Gets extended back out here. Trying to work up to his base. Veneer still working with the wrist. Going for a cross. 45 seconds remaining, period number 2. Still 2-1 score here. Veneer leading. Looks like he has a little bit of a cradle locked up. Doroff does a nice job breaking that. Get a stall call here on Richfield. 25 seconds right now. Stall call on Richfield. 25 seconds remaining here. Period number 2. Doroff trying to work back up to that stand up in his base. Veneer grabbing onto that ankle right now. 14 seconds. Short time remaining. Doroff trying to work his way to get a point. 7 seconds remaining. Running out of time. 2 seconds. And he does get 2. He's going to give 1 point escape for loss of control as time expires. 1 point loss of escape. Currently showing tie score 2-2. Looks like Richfield is going to go neutral here. Match is tied 2-2 as they go into period number 3. Doroff getting an escape right at the end of period number 2. 2-2 right now. Period number 3. This is the first match in this duel. 106 pounds. Doroff with that left hand tie. Veneer gets on underhook there on the left hand side. Veneer gets down on a nice outside single. He takes Doroff straight to his back. He's getting near fall counted now. Veneer's going to get at least a 5 count for 3 near fall. Doroff trying to get off of his back, get to his belly. Keeps working. Veneer still has that arm though. He's going to be able to get this to a headlock situation. It looks like he does. Doroff's trying to hook that leg, and if Veneer can get that out. Still working here. There's 43 seconds left here in period number 3, period 3. They're now going to call an illegal hold on Richfield. He is going to pick up, Veneer picks up 3 near fall and 1 point for Doroff on an illegal hold on that headlock. He lost the arm. Score is 7-2 right now. 39 seconds remaining in period number 3. 7-2 Veneer leads. 7-3. Correction from our scorers table. 40 seconds remaining. Doroff down by 4. Going to need to look for a move to Veneer's back. There he does come out on top. He gets a 2-point reversal. He's going to need to look for a turn here. Veneer. Doroff looking for a cradle here. He's got it. He's going to try to score some points. There's 15 seconds left. He's got a cradle locked up. There's 10 seconds. He's going for a cradle. He's got it. There's points being counted. And just as time expires, Doroff picks up a 3-point near fall to win the match 8-7. As time expires, he gets the cradle as time expires. 8-7 victory for Doroff over Keno Veneer with a reversal and 3-point near fall right at the end of the match. Takes the victory 8-7. Your winner by 8-7 decision from Edina, Troy Doroff.
Okay.
Lincoln Gentry.
Got it.
13 double forfeit.
Lincoln.
We've got a double forfeit at 113 pounds. At 120 pounds, for Richfield, we have Brendan Smith. And for your Edina Hornets, we have Lincoln Gentry. All right, folks, we're here at 120 pounds. There's a double forfeit at 113. Lincoln Gentry for the Hornets coming out with a quick takedown, gets a tight half Nelson, and that's a fall for Lincoln Gentry. 19 seconds into this match at 120. Hornets take a 9-0 lead. Your winner by fall at 120 pounds.
Open.
From the Hornets, Lincoln Gentry. Taking a forfeit at 126 pounds, Mr. Landon Neville. 132 pounds, a forfeit for the Hornets, Mr. Owen Hibbs.
Hold on. No. Just regular forfeit. There you go. Winner, chicken dinner. Save. Got it. 38. Yep.
At 138 pounds, your captain on senior night, Seth Neville.
Open?
Yep.
145 pounds, senior for the Hornets, taking a forfeit, Cormac Kelly.
Sam Seeger. Oh.
152 pounds, a senior for the Hornets, taking the forfeit, Mr. Sam Seeger.
Go Sam! Yep.
At 160 pounds, a senior for the Hornets, Mr. Anthony Borchert. At 170 pounds,
Right.
wrestling for Richfield, we have Trayvon Cunningham. And for your Hornets, Brody Perry. All right, folks, here we go. We're at 170 pounds. After that pin, Lincoln Gentry at 120 pounds. The Hornets received forfeits at 126, 132, 138, 145, 152, and 160 pounds. Hornets currently leading this duel 45-0. Brody Perry working on this double leg takedown. Cunningham was trying to work an underhook. Perry muscles through that and picks up the takedown, up 2-0. Perry working a 2-on-1 ride, trying to bust Cunningham down. Picks up that ankle and drives. He's looking for some near fall here. Goes to a quick half. Good changeup. Looking where he is. He's right on the edge of the mat here. Right on the edge of the mat. Perry leads 2-0. 51 seconds remaining here in period number 1. Perry with a nice mat return there. Cunningham comes back up. 40 seconds remaining here in period number 1. Cunningham does get the escape. It's now 2-1, 30 seconds remaining. Period number 1. Perry leads. Brody comes into this match with a 7-6 record. Just a freshman, wrestling 170. Cunningham in on a good shot. Perry doing a nice job defending. Cunningham does finish that double leg takedown with 10 seconds remaining in period one. He takes a 3-2 lead. Here as we approach the end of period one. And that is going to be the end of period number one. Cunningham currently leading Perry 3-2 going into period number two. Perry defers. Cunningham takes down, start of the second period. Cunningham leading 3-2. Perry opened up for the first takedown. Cunningham worked to an escape and then got a takedown. Perry working a deep half Nelson here on a quick transition. He's getting near fall. He's trying to tighten this up. It looks like that shoulder is up for Cunningham. Perry's going to at least pick up a 5 count. Now he's working and readjusted. He's got this tight, and that's a fall for Brody Perry. 25 seconds into period number two. Perry picks up the fall for the Hornets. Your winner by fall at 170 pounds, Brody Perry.
82 we are open.
At 182 pounds, receiving a forfeit, Charlie Thorson. At 195 pounds, receiving a forfeit for the Hornets, Kenneth Brahman. We have a double forfeit at 220 pounds.
Heavyweight, we have Roland Rowe.
Wrestling now at heavyweight for Richfield, Roland Rowe. For the Hornets, Gavin Falk.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I got it.
All right, folks, we are here at heavyweight. After that pin by Brody Perry at 170, the Hornets picked up forfeits at 182, 195, and there was a double forfeit at 220. Here at heavyweight, we've got Gavin Falk from Edina wrestling Roland Rowe from Richfield. Rowe working in, gets to a shot on a double. They're called out of bounds. They're still neutral. 53 seconds gone in period number one here. Falk trying to slide by there. Did a nice job. Worked it down toward the leg. Off the mat, off the mat, off the mat. 53 seconds remaining here in period number one. Falk reaching for that right leg of Rowe. Falk with a hard snap. He's going. Looks for a cow catcher. He's got it. Falk has a cow catcher. And he gets the fall for the Hornets. 25 seconds remaining in period number one. Caps it off at heavyweight with the pin for the Hornets. They take the duel 69-0. And your winner by fall at heavyweight from the Hornets, Gavin Falk. Final score for the duel, Edina 69, Richfield 0.
63. 69.
It just didn't count out there yet. All right, folks. Thanks for streaming, coming in and watching the live stream tonight. Finished off these 3 duels. Hornets go 2-0 on the night. They beat Richfield 69-0. Earlier, they beat Minneapolis Washburn 56-9. Great way for them to send off senior night here. We're going to be wrapping things up, and we'll be back here on February 18th as our next home match against Wyzetta and Chisago Lakes. Thanks for tuning in.